hear this song. I unplugged my earphones too late. Man, be mad to hear this song.
We change. We no longer see my dark face. We change. We think we're saved by works and not by faith. The pure essence of God. We no longer see, and our testimonies as Christians, they get so tired and so weak. We change. We've no desire to fast or to pray anymore. We change. We attend the church, but it seems such a bore. We have the godliness. Church, we've lost all the power. How can we stand in these old evil days? How can we face the back to your place in God. He will come and bring light more abundantly. If you love me,
Hey y'all, how's everybody doing tonight? So, like I said, just hit the one if y'all enjoyed my song, as well as the thing that you see on the screen. There is a reason for the song as well as the thing that you see on the screen. And I'm going to tell you why. Forget you, J True. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, right? So here's the thing. So I was listening to a little bit of commentary earlier today, and I seen somebody over there trying to, just get the little shots in because they don't know have nothing to go, they don't know have nothing to let nothing go. But that is what happens when you allow bitterness to consume you, right? For whatever the reason is, you have allowed that bitterness to consume you, right? So somebody thinks in their heart. Now, this goes to what I was talking about earlier about people uh thinking that they sense a weakness in you, and they will try to exploit that weakness. Because if you guys see my video this morning, you heard me talking, letting Miss O know that, hey, and I'm sure she already knows that when it comes to the beefing sector and my Kwani voice, that if they sense any type of weakness about any concern that you're speaking about, they're going to pour salt in the wound, meaning they are going to exploit that which they think is a weakness for you, right? So I'm listening to this chat, and this guy is talking about, the issue, that everybody been talking about all day, which is Miss O and her fight against colorism, right? And so He was talking about certain other people, and this person has acknowledged that um for a while he felt like he had been reading me, right, with this little thing right here, with this little lady right here. And what this lady here is doing, I don't know if you guys have seen it, is praying, right? And so in the little, I guess you call it a gif or whatever, a gif or whatever you call those little things, the lady is saying glory. She's saying it like that, right? She's saying glory. And so when I decided it was just that person's day for me to come at that person decided to let me know, as if I didn't know, right? That I've been shading her for a while. What do y'all think this is for? And then he pulls up this little thing, and the woman is on there praying, right? And she's saying glory and all of this and all that, right? But like I said then, and I'm saying it today because he pulled it back up. You know how people try to throw their little shots in, but me and the subliminals, they don't work, right? So let me just say this. The reason for the song today, at the beginning of the video, as well as this gift right here of this lady saying glory, is not a read, it is a compliment. It is a compliment to me, right? Because every time, and my sister is here as well as my niece, every time that my grandmama will go to praying and rocking back and forth, and when she really getting into it, she's really, really talking to God and praying for her family, it can get emotional like that, right? So, and I live in the South. Now, I don't know how it is in wherever you live, whatever pothole you live in up north or whatever, and that's not for everybody, it's just for this certain person. But you know that you are covered, right? When your elders in your family get to praying for you, because they worried about you. Do you see what I'm saying? So once again, for me, that is not a read, nor is it a weakness, right? If you have been listening to me for a while, you know that we have had many different types of videos, right? And I talk about spirituality videos, haven't done it in a while, right? Just the other day, I had a video that was, I ain't got what it was about, right? But we were talking about the Most High Creator, right? And so, but in this person's mind, for as long as you think it is a read against me, please continue to use it, because what you're doing is you're giving me a compliment. See, I can only be offended by that if I have some kind of complex toward my elders praying in this way. Like I said, I don't know what go on in your house. Number one, to make you so bitter. Number one, to make you so angry and bitter. And number two, to make you so bitter, angry, and ugly. Okay? I don't know if you ever had anybody pray over you in this way in your life. Maybe it is a regional thing, as in, different people have different customs in certain areas, right? So, but this is what it sounds like in my household all my life when it comes to my grandma, right? So that is not a read to me, it is a compliment. And I just want to thank that person for doing it, because every time you play that, say that, and play that, it made me think of my grandmama, right? It made me think of my grandmama. That's what it made me think about, right? Now, my sister is in the front room. Now, I don't know if it make her think about it or not, because she's the baby girl, but it made me think about her. Do you see what I'm saying? And so thank you for that. So I said, well, let me click back on here and give a word of praise and a word of thanks, okay? Because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, Miss O, at the end of the day, you can't have let them know, even feel like you got a sign of weakness in this beef sector, right? But because of these ladies that used to pray over me like this this is what gave me the strength, right? And raised me to be a thick-skinned, strong-willed person that I am today, right? Because see, for me, out of this play that we be doing on YouTube, this right here, this is child's play. For me, real life, when it comes to real life, I need somebody praying over me saying, glory, okay? Protect the Lord, Wrap a hedge of protection around her, Lord. She's so needed because she mean as a snake. Okay? When she walked the streets, turning the corner, somebody could want to blow her brains out because something she did when she was young. Who knows? But because I had them old women praying over me, like this woman right here, and that old woman wrapping that hedge of protection around me, I ain't got to worry about it. And when I come on here and people be vexed because I'm not moved by anything that they can say, is another lesson I'm trying to teach from this morning. That's how you can remain constant, okay? Over here, and you can roast, and you can drag, and you can gag. You know why? Because you are not moved, okay? I got inspired, right? Every time I hear the so-called drag, okay, it inspires me to come on here and click the button and give y'all a word of praise. Okay? I'm just saying. So anyway, I just want to explain the message, the beginning of the song. Okay? So, yeah. Absolutely right. Prayer changes things, because I can tell you 3 or 4 times that I'm supposed to have been dead and I'm not. I'm still here. Big mouth and all. Okay? So, I just want to say that, but it's no accounting for how people are raised, right? And some of the stuff on here that you seeing from some people, it's just sheer bitterness, right? They feel bitter and they feel miserable about whatever it is that went on in their life or is going on in their life that make them feel bitter and miserable, right? And that bitterness and misery in real life, that's a sign of weakness. That's a sign of weakness, because for whatever strife that you had in your life, you allowed that strife to consume you and take over you and turn your heart black. And when I say turn your heart black, I mean turn your heart black, not as in a colorist statement, as in I mean you let it taint your soul and turn your heart black. That is why you are so bitter and uninspiring. Okay? Especially when it comes to people on freaking YouTube that you don't even know. It's unfortunate. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Right? So anyway, I saw the video, but anyway, thank you guys for listening to the introduction. Heart and heart, thank you, Saida. I really want to explain the song. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, because of them old ladies praying for me, I am a warrior. And when it comes time for us melanated people to fight, only a few of us gonna be able to do that, right? And so that was the reason for some of the song as well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you just don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not coming here to speak Bible, okay? I just really came here because I thought it was cute. It tried to be slick, but it ain't. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's got issues, but it is what it is. I don't care. I came at you because I wanted to, okay? And the next time I feel like I want to come at you again, I'm going to come at you again, okay? It just is the way it is. Everybody notice about me. Sometimes I get a day. Sometimes it's just your darn gonna turn. Just like sometimes it's my darn gonna turn. Who cares? It's the beefing sector. That's what it is, right? Nobody cares about the morbidity, obese, or forever victim, Shafina Caldwell. You got that right. He loves, love, even with women on the panel. He feels justified. Hey, Beach. Hey, everybody. Chipper, Heat Wave. Let me go back up. J Truth. Hey, girl. Hey, Chakra King. Miss Philadelphia. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. Clyde broke again, cause Mona reversed payments back. I don't know what that means, but okay. Heat Wave. Saida, Crafts a House with Leela. And if y'all didn't hear my video for this morning, please go back and give your girl be a part of the replay gang, right? Did I miss anybody? I forgot to say hey because the song was playing. Y'all know how I am, and hit the like button, right? Granny Mom, I know you know what I'm talking about. Granny Mom, Libra Baby, CC, Cool Gamer, Freddie, hey Freddie, hey. Bacon and Spice, Tara. I'm trying to go back up, y'all. Calmally. I just butchered your name, and I'm sorry, but that's how I try. I try to sound it. I try to ain't working for me. Yeah, she let him know her Achilles heel. Yeah, can't go back now. You're right about that, Miss B. But she got to, if she wants that to be her platform, she got her right to, say what she want to say on her own dang on platform. A view is a view. Hey, view. You know, all I was saying was they gonna forever trend her. Queen Mo, EJ, Curry K, allegedly, people gonna forever use it as a weapon. They're gonna continue to pour salt in their wound. And so, yeah. Curry said, I have a feeling we are about to have a good old education though tonight. It was a little bit, Curry. I pulled myself back though, girl. I pulled myself back. I tried to rein it in, child. I think I got everybody. Let me scroll on back down here to where I was. I just wanted to take a moment to speak. I really didn't have time to do that this morning. I had a doctor's appointment and I had to get out of here, Miss Wana. Hey, Miss Wana. I don't know if I said beach, but hey. Uh, let's see here. Kat, how you doing? I believe I got everybody. I didn't get a chance to speak to y'all this morning if I was in the chat, and I want to do so tonight. Right. So anyway, that was the reason for the song as well as what you see on the screen right now. Because glory is done brought me through a lot of things. Okay, a whole lot of things. Right. So anyway, continue, please, to use that as a means to try to shade me because I take it as a compliment. See, when somebody try to shade you or something, a lot of times you can take it and turn it around to your advantage and use it as a compliment. Okay? And like I said, today's lesson is brought to you by the letter C. Today's commentary, should I say, is brought to you by the letter C. A couple of C's. Okay, and if you were in my video this morning, you would know what C I'm talking about right now. Folks been talking about it all day. This is not the I have learned. Even I have learned, guys. Y'all know when I get on my Black Power stuff, I'm pretty much on it, right? But that's just me. People used to me going back and forth, right? That's just they know I might drag black folks one day for filth, call them every name, but and including the child of God. And then the next day, or even in the same video, I'll be on my Black Power ish. Okay, that's just how I move, right? Because I feel like I can do that. Because we all melanated. If you are non-melanated, then you will never understand. A lot of us was real good at playing the dozens on the playground when we was in school. Okay. And I liken this to the dozens on the playground, right? It's just that now we have a larger vocabulary, and I'm not gonna get in trouble for cussing to be slapped out. I ain't gonna get in trouble. Okay, can I get an amen? Can I get a high five? Can I get a fist bump? All that. Can I get a can I get a hit on the like button for business purposes? That's what I want to know. I really just want to come up here and say that. But yeah, I've been listening to the videos from the day, and the conversation is still ongoing. You still got an antagonist trying to act like they are truly concerned. I don't believe that antagonist is truly concerned about this conversation at all. I think that like I said, I am not 100% sure that antagonist is really black anyway. And I also, the devil love to play tricks, and so because it's disingenuous when it hits my ears because of all of the stuff that I heard before. Do you see what I'm saying? And it didn't. And at one point in time, and like I said, I'm not all the way certain that it's not Anglo right now. Okay, because that's what I thought it was, right? And I'm talking about that antagonist now, right? And so, however, I think Tia Moses. Yeah, absolutely. She's a very beautiful woman. And if she want to make colorism her platform, okay. But some people in the chat were saying this morning she done made colorist comments herself. It just is what can't nobody censor nobody in the B sector, and and like I said, this sector has evolved backwards, right? It's really devolved. Since I've been over here, it's evolving backwards. That's what I mean by devolving, right? And now pretty much. If you're gonna be able to hang in there with the roasts and the gags and the drags, when it comes to some situations, you're gonna have to check your morality, or your own, um, you're gonna have to check your moral compass, at least most of it at the door, right? Not all of it, please, by no means all of it, but a lot of that moral compass, you're gonna have to check it at the door, okay? If you're gonna be able to hang, or you're gonna be forever bothered, okay? Forever bothered. Yeah, and I was talking about another professional victim, you know, today as well. It was another professional victim I was talking about as well, you know. But I saw some good conversation. Like I said, the first one I saw was last night, you know. And I heard a couple, maybe one or two good conversations today. I heard one attempt. I heard one that could have been a good conversation, but it just really spiraled. Hold on a minute, y'all. Anyway, y'all, but yeah, yeah, like I was saying this one, I think her skin is beautiful. Two crafts. I don't even think I don't know. Maybe it's some trauma that's making her, push, this far. But like I said, she got her right to talk about whatever she want to talk about, whether she's a subscriber or a content creator. That's what freedom of speech is. Now we know freedom of speech ain't always free, and it ain't always easy. But while you can do it, you gotta thank you, Heat Wave. You got every right to do it any way you want to do it at the end of the day. And like I said, for some people, if you're gonna be able to hang though, you gotta develop a thick skin, and check most of your moral compass at the door, right? You know, that's just how it is. Why do people need validation from YouTube? I don't know. Aren't you getting it in real world, right, from your family and your friends? Now, I agree with that chip of the earth. Because who cares what some strangers think about you on YouTube? You are too invested. I could care less. Okay, I come on here, I be messy. Sometimes I share some knowledge. Like I heard Kimmy today on her live, and she was talking about a book that she had read, and it was pertaining to and I talked a little bit about this when I heard a very unfortunate conversation between a couple of people on a panel. I believe it was last week, speaking about light-skinned people and dark-skinned people during slavery, right? And Kimmy spoke on it today, and she was, speaking about some stuff that she read in the book. And like I said, and instead of arguing about who had it the worst, the lighter skinned slaves or the darker skinned slaves, all the slaves had it the worst, right? It may have been different levels of worse, but it was still worse, right? Because anytime you have another human being controlling you as if you are cattle, that is the worst, right? That is the worst. Controlling you to the point that they have tried to wipe your whole culture, your whole sense of self. They try to take away your religion, your spirituality, your God, even your name, right? Even your personal dignity. They try to strip away from you. Whether you were sprang from their DNA partly because of the R word, them doing that to one of your ancestors or not. Okay? Everybody had it bad if you was a slave. Everybody. It was equally bad. Light or dark, right? And I think sometimes people misunderstand what it is that Malcolm X was trying to say. He was putting forth an example when he talked about the house nigga versus the field nigga, right? Because he felt like the field nigga was more rebellious, right? As he should have been, because he was built better for that. He really really was built for that. He just didn't even realize it at the time. That's why, and a lot of them knew that they were built for that. Why do you think there were so many slave rebellions that this country doesn't teach us about? You have to get in these books and find out about how many slave rebellions there were. How many of our people just didn't later, in servitude for 400 years and not try to fight for their freedom? They don't talk about those slave rebellions. You hear about Nat Turner. You hear about Nat Turner because they found Nat Turner, what he did and how he moved, particularly offensive to them. I said it that way because he used their version of the Bible against them, right? So there's a video on my channel about the slave Bible, in relation to the regular King James version of the Bible, and how they stripped a lot of those passages and changed a lot of the meanings, and even taught it to the slaves in a different way to make this, hoping that the slaves will remain more obedient, because we know that we are a very spiritual people, you know. And they thought that if you insert religion, it would cut down on some of those slave rebellions, right? But we know that when it came to Nat Turner, them teaching them what they thought he was going to teach his other slaves, he wasn't teaching them that at all. So he really used their play against them, right? That's what he really did. So they was kind of shocked that this slave had enough sense to use their own weapon against them, right? And so that's another teachable moment that you can take away when it comes to being in this sector. You take away somebody's power when you let them know that you are in by no way bothered. Glory, not bothered, not bothered, not bothered. You simply, I simply feel bad for you if you didn't have anybody praying for you in that way, right? I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. But yeah, getting back to the light skin and dark skin and the slave conversation, it was unfortunate. All of our ancestors had it bad, right? And that trickled that. And then it was amazing to me when you're reading the history books, and that brings it to present day, to where we are even today having an issue with colorism. You know, in the context in which I put it, I wasn't having the conversation then. I'm not having it now. I done had it several times. It just is what it is. Like I said, if you come in the B sector to fight, you're gonna get anything thrown at you. You gotta have a thick skin, point blank, period. Right? Leave most of your moral compass at the door around here. Okay? I have even learned that my own self. All right? I have even learned that and so it is very hard sometimes. But have no fear. I can do it. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. I'd rather not, but I can. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Just like that thing today, try to slick. And that content creator said, called me or whatever, or made a color statement against me, and their skin is lighter than my skin. I was like, really? 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 This what we doing, really? Oh, well, I think I heard it's widow feelings. I do. I think I heard it widow feelings. I do. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Moving right along. But anyway, I forgot where I was. But anyway, y'all know me. But but in reference to that conversation, as well as this conversation with colorism, and I heard somebody say on another panel, very briefly, I tried to click over there, you don't even have a college degree in order to talk about the conversation of racism. And if you are black in America, right, you possess a doctorate in all things white supremacy, racism, as well as the tools that are used in the toolbox when it comes to divide and conquer amongst our people. And one of the tools that are in that toolbox is actually colorism. And it historically it has been used to divide and conquer. Cited a couple sources this morning. There was a whole blue vein society. I put a colorism scale on my wall. See, that's the serious conversation. That's away from the beef sector conversation. If you want to have the conversation in its totality. That's the way I think about it. Or just talk about it in the context of really what's going in the context of what many of us believe is going on right now, and that's B sector related, you know. But if you really want to have the conversation about colorism, and what about the fact that black men even use colorism as a way to separate women from women, right? Because they always talk about, some of them talk about, oh, I love a lighter skinned woman, or a this, that, and the other woman, or, blah, blah, blah. And they put this lighter skinned, or, as close a proximity to Angloism as they can get. They prefer that or whatever, That's, look, honey, that's an insecurity within them. Don't nobody think of it. A woman like me, I don't read into that nonsense, okay? Forget you, Nunu. Oh, chat. I came on to prove a point though. But Nunu, you got the red ball it back, like for real. But yeah, there are many ways in which colorism, honestly, the real conversation is utilized amongst black people. And in a way that is not B-sector related, in a way that I heard somebody speaking about light skin privileged. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a real thing. Just like discriminated against amongst your own people because of the darkness of your skin. Like, it's a real thing. People use the paper bag test. Like I said, in the Blue Vein Society, lighter hued people during the Reconstruction era, when black people were, gaining steam and building communities, trying to compete economically. You know, before Jim Crow, prior to Jim Crow, that ten years of Reconstruction that we had, because the South, the military from the South, was still down here, making sure things didn't fall completely to ruin, trying to, like it wasn't gonna last forever, but they were trying to stabilize the South in particular, and even some places up north, to where black people could compete, like economically, and build their own towns, their own homes, their own communities, and we know that on schools, we know that all of that was going on during the Reconstruction era, starting their own businesses, all of this here and all of that third, before, prior to Jim Crow, right? It still went on after Jim Crow, but it was much more difficult, right? So, but even then, during Reconstruction era, um, colorism reared its ugly face, right? Now you're not even a generation removed from chattel slavery, but you are now dividing your people in your own community via color of your skin. So if you was really light enough, or almost Anglo passing, you could be a member of the Blue Vein Society. And the Blue Vein Society meant where you were so light that they could see the color of your veins through your skin. So and if you were a part of the Blue Vein Society, you were a lighter hued black person. You were considered to be smarter, more educated, whether it was true or not. They were giving it to you regardless, right? And so, like I said, this has been going on for centuries. You know, it's just another day, same old whatever. It just is what it is. You know, you know. And so, question: Regina M says, so who brought the letter C into the B sector exactly? Yet whoever brought it has a serious conversation on the subject been done. Well, now I've done several conversations on the issue of serious conversations on colorism. They are in my since being in the B sector, you know. And you can go down my video log and find them, you know. And I'm sure other people have too. I believe, I'm not, don't quote me on it, but every once in a while we'll have a real serious conversation, you know, pertaining to a whole lot of things. You'd be surprised what can go on around here. What kind of conversation can spring up? It'll start off messy and end up real informative. And I'm not just talking about on my channel, on a whole lot of channels. you know. And that's one reason why, also another reason why I feel that the sector has somewhat evolved backwards. Because you used to see that the moral compass used to be higher. Do you see what I'm saying? Not so much now, but it used to be. But a lot of that is because of the dumbing down of, I'm gonna say, American people. A lot of that is due to the dumbing down of some of us, and it's unfortunate. I still cringe when I hear black people, especially black people that are like 40 years old and older, um, really having a serious conversation about something that they had just heard of when it comes to our history. Like, I cringe when I hear, um, yeah, it is Murray W. Yeah, I mentioned that. I mentioned the word devolved earlier. I did, baby. Thank you, Murray. Though. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mentioned it a couple of times in this conversation alone. And so, well, the actual term, I mentioned it a couple of times. Yeah. So anyway, um, I lost my train of thought. Reading the chat. Reading the chat. Reading the chat. Anyway, a lot of times over here, basically, you got to take this stuff with a grain of salt, unless you're letting it get to you for whatever reason, right? But even then, when they think, a lot of the time, some of the stuff people say, think that it's getting to you, it really should never, because by the time you get over here and start doing commentary in this sector, your skin got to be real thick, okay? Pretty much. Pretty much. Like, same thing I said earlier, this morning, same thing I'm saying now. You gotta thicken that skin, child. Thicken that skin. You should not be moved by people that you don't even know for real. And that go for any content creator when it comes to any subject, right? You know. I also heard Kimmy talking today about, people have dragged her about her not being able to have, children or whatever, or not having children, not having. I don't know if she can have them or not. She don't have none right now, right? And people even try to use that read on me. But I'm too old now anyway, so it don't hit like it might hit her. It ain't gonna hit me like that. Cause baby, no. It's a no for me. Okay, it's a no from me, right? And so, um, um, and that's just another prime example. She's got a good point. They tried it on me too, child. I'm too old. Are you okay, child? Please. But anyway, one has to be assured in themselves. Yeah. You gotta have a strong back and a thick skin over here. Period. Bottom line, a strong back and a thick skin. All right. But I do think sometimes that people feel like they are censored, you know, and you kind of have to get over that as well. You know what I mean? Because when you're in the midst of a beef, sometimes you can say, I have let stuff come out and I didn't mean it the way that it sound, but I could be having something else on my mind, or I could have left another section of YouTube. I don't went from having a serious conversation to having a beef sector related video, and the things can get jumbled up. Sometimes it does happen. I mean, we're all human. It just is what it is, right? But even if there's something happen, you apologize, you don't apologize, but you move it right along. That's what you do, you know. I know that's right, Regina. You got that right. Really, that's the the roast and the roast and the gag and the drag is what used to make it fun around here. I mean, not the extra stuff like doxing and making somebody lose their job. Somebody left a message under the video that I did this morning about, I didn't say nothing about the Miss O, saying that she was going to call CPS, or CPS should be called on her, on the MU chick or whatever. I didn't bring that up. Well, I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to, and I also didn't bring it up because I don't care. Just like she don't care, and she calling somebody a crybaby. I don't care. All right. Period. So that's either I didn't bring it up because I don't care, and or I didn't think nothing about it. Period. That's the answer to that question. You know, for whoever put that under my video today, I don't care. Like it was just like a not even an honorable mention in my brain. You know, that's just how I feel about it. Anyway, but yeah, I really wanted to come back and finish up because I felt like I had to leave a little because I did have to go on and leave abruptly this morning, and I didn't get all out what I wanted to say, but I think y'all got the general idea to the point to where I didn't have to come and regurgitate it. I think everybody got the general idea. I'm glad nobody didn't feel like I was taking any sides because I wasn't. Sometimes commentary is just that, commentary. Okay, a lot of, and for me, commentary is just that, commentary. Whether I'm coming at you because it's just your day, or I'm responding to something that you said because it was my day, at the end of the day, it's freaking commentary. You know, it's just how it is. And, you know, and if you get too invested and start taking it personal, that's when you start to have a mental breakdown around here. Okay, you know. So yeah, in the moonlight. But guys, does she think so? Apparently not. She too buck, to be snowflake, to be so snowflake, to. What that mean, Mary? Well, yeah, but you make a good point. Maybe she, like I said, clearly she's triggered by that conversation, for whatever reason, and we don't know, what kind of traumas she's endured, because of the color of her skin, either, But you should never come down here and right, Jay. I didn't get it, but, but you should never come down here and give somebody that type of a weapon over you because you'll never be able to get rid of it. And I said it this morning, oh, she too rah-rah to be so sensitive. A lot of people are too rah-rah to be so sensitive around here. Now, I will say that ain't just her, honey. Oh, no, it ain't just her. A lot of people are too rah-rah to be so darn gone sensitive. Some of y'all faves, it's too rah-rah to be so sensitive. Okay? A lot of y'all faves is too rah-rah to be so sensitive. Just let me say. All right? That's just how I feel about it. Period. You know. And so yeah. And so yeah. I feel you when you say that, Murray W. I do. Uh-huh. I sure do. And so it's just how I feel about it, y'all. It's just how I feel about it. But I really had to come down here and let y'all hear that old Negro spiritual around there to Walker Hawkins. Walter Hawkins. Okay? And let y'all hear that glorious speech that I did at the beginning of my video. If you haven't heard it, the beginning of the video, please be a part of the replay gang. And I explained why I played the song as well as what it meant to me, right? And so yeah, then Miss O needs to tell them to kiss the bluish or whatever color they call her. I heard that noodle. Lord have mercy. Ooh, and I'm sure, you know, uh, uh, whoever it is that she going up against feel the same way about her child. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, the letter C for me is commentary, honey. Commentary, commentary. I don't have a side. I'm on the side of the thick skinned society side. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm on the side of gaining a thicker skin side. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm on the side of don't be so sensitive side. I'm on that side. Okay, for real. That's the side I'm on. Uh-huh. Cause you won't last around here with a thin skin. Okay, it's just not gonna happen for you. But anyway, I don't even know that if there was anything else that anybody else was talking about that I was interested in today. I was in and out real quick until I got home. You know what I mean? And y'all, I went to the clothing store today. I said, let me tell you, me and my sister went, right? If I gotta choose between TMO and Pookie from New Jack City, I'm rolling with. Now if I gotta make a choice between those two, yeah, I'm rolling with TMO between her and Pookie. Pookie Nene, between her and Pookie Nene, I'm choosing TMO. If those are the only choices that I got, now I choose to be neutral in the situation. But now, if I had to choose, and my back was against the corner, up against the wall, chair in front of me, boulder in front of the chair, and I had to go TMO or Pookie Nene, I would go TMO. I'm just gonna say, because I ain't finna listen to a darn thing Pookie Nene got to say round there to the New Jack City. Okay? I'm just saying. But one thing I want to know, y'all know I got questions, and I was thinking about that. Has all the furniture been sold? Like what is the deal? Like I would really like to know. Like, uh, well, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I was just wondering it. Uh, 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 I was asking it. That was a question that I had. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Now I didn't listen to Truth Enterprise video, but it was talked about so much today. I am going to listen to it because I'm wondering what in the world was said, child. Cause ooh, ooh, Lord have mercy. I was like, ooh, I might need to go Pookie Nene from around there to the New Jack City Avenue. That's what I'm talking about, J. True. Cause all I see is a desk, maybe in a office chair. I'm like, well, what the rest of it? But it could be just me. I went over there once, and maybe I just didn't really care enough to look around a while. But it is what it is. I don't know. I could be wrong. I was just wondering. There was just inquiring eyes, just wanted to know. That's all. You need to listen to Nunu. Yeah, girl, I gotta go over. I gotta go over there and hear what was said. Oh, she smoked the dang furniture. I heard that, child. It's giving Felicia from Friday. Okay, child. I don't know, because y'all know Felicia from Friday. She had her sister Brandy with her, and their mama had a nice home. Felicia and them, they had beds and furniture and couches and whatnot, you know. But round up to New Jack City Circle, all I saw was a desk and a chair in what seemed like a living room area where the couches and the coffee tables and the TVs were supposed to be. But like I said, I didn't stay long, and maybe that was just me. I know I halfway don't be paying attention anyway, child. So maybe that was just a me thing. Uh huh. Uh huh. But I had no, I'm just a question. Inquiring minds just want to know, just on a messy basis. That's pretty much it. Not really worried if you got to sit on the floor Indian style or not. Just wondering. Just a question. That's it. That's all. Anyway, let me tell y'all, right? Change the subject for a second. Cause Lord, this conversation, I think maybe it's hit a fever pitch. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's done reaches. But commentary be we look we know how to make a story out of nothing, turn nothing into something around here, right? We do it well. We do it well. Did you see her interview? The lady who played Felicia, her mother was a no. Who did the interview? But no, I didn't see that. Uh. Mm. But y'all made me forget what I was gonna say. Who yeah. So after we left the doctor, me and my sister went round there to the store, And I tell you, like I had no control. Have you ever seen something and you want to purchase it, knowing that you don't need it? It's a want and not a need, and something just come over your body, and all the fences, the preferences that you have, you're going to be able to. Your hand, if nothing else, if not your whole body, your hand is going to be able to escape that prayer wall, and that item is going to go into your buggy. Okay? The shade of it all. Because we're not giving nothing to thirsty child. Okay, Regina, child, not nothing. Not nothing. So anyway, I'm in the stove, and my hand kind of took over my body. It took over my brain. It took over my body. I even asked my sister for help. She tried to help me. She tried to put the item back on the shelf. The hand, not me, right? The hand took over again, y'all. Put the item back in the carts. I end up going through the line, and not me. The hand end up going through the line and buying the item anyway. I was like, oh my goodness, like I had no control. Like, what happened? Child, girl, this everything I see in the decor section at Target. Plus, right, Mary? Right, Mary, we don't have no control over it. It's really not us at all. It's not us. It's out of our control. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A big wide face ventriloquist dummy with unblended makeup. You're a mess tip of the earth. But tell y'all, like I had no control. Like my hand was in control of my whole body. Did you like it with a crock pot, J True? Child, child. I was like, Lord have mercy. I didn't even realize, I didn't even gain possession of my hand again until after I had paid for the item. Then at that point in time, my hand was returned to me. It was like an out of body experience, like I had no control over it. I could not believe that. Has it ever happened to y'all? Child, just asking if it was just me, because I was like, ooh, what is going on? Oh no, no, Jay, I ain't buy another crock. I ain't buy another crock pot this time. Believe it or not, nope, I did not buy another crock pot. Nope, I did not. But I could have. But I could have. But I happen to not be in that section today when that hand took control. Okay. But anyway, I got control of it now. I just want to share that. J Truth ain't no good, y'all. Because J Truth been listening to me for a long time. Okay. But it was not a crock pot today. It was not. But child, that hand took control of my body and my wallet, and I did not get the control was not returned to me until after the item had been purchased. Like I said, it got so bad even my sister tried to help me. I was just no help at all. That was just pretty bad. Now I don't usually share stories like that, but I just had to let y'all know what happened to me today. I had an out of body experience, not an out of body, but an out of pocketbook experience, or I don't know what exactly to call it. I don't. True, J. True. Well, let's see, one. It's a three crop. It's at least three. I got that small one twice. Oh, did I get that big one twice and that small one once? And then I got I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I know when I told you I was thinking about getting I was thinking about getting what do you call it thing? The pressure cooker, and I didn't like it. And I bought Brandy's and I didn't like it. I couldn't get a hang of it. Yes, child, an out-of-water experience, baby. That's what it was. A shopping demon. That's right, Asteroid. There you go. Yes, because I didn't have no control over it, child. It overtook me. I needed to listen to this. I needed to pull up this song that I played at the top of the video. Maybe it would have helped. I don't know, because I showed backslid on my budget. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I got at least three. I'm really not wanting to lie and say four. I mean, I'm really not wanting to lie and say three, but it's probably actually four. I'm not sure. Oh, I bought yet another nightgown. Yet another. But see, it was different, right? Because it's got a little hood on the back of it. And I was like, oh, look at that. With one of the little pockets in the front and the slits at the side. And it was like flannel for the winter. I was like, ooh, ooh. But I was just looking at it with my eyes. And as I was looking at it with my eyes, my hand was picking it up. You know what? What I expect? Just it was a need and not a want. And I'm not even the one that needed it. My hand was the one that needed it. Okay. For real. Hmm. Right, real cute for the winter, real cute, 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 just cute, right? Child. Oh, it was a lot going on with that. I just, but it was you right, Barry W. Cute for the winter, child, cute for the winter, right? Ooh, like that out of sleepwear thing. Like if you just run into the corner store for something real fast, you want to get fully clothed, you just put your little bra on, put your little, your little outerwear, the inside outerwear on or what. Get one of them kind of things. I was like, oh, look at this right here. Yeah. But anyway, I really want to share that with y'all because now I'm going to have to start my sobriety all over again. Forget you, J Truth, when it comes to me not letting my hand control my wallet. It was really bad. Hold on a minute, y'all. I gotta get this off the phone. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's what happened to me. Y'all look, J True been listening to me for a long time. Like I said, she know how I am. It could have been yet another crock pot. Cause see, I always break them. Okay. Now that last one, J Truth, that was legit because I broke that last one. I dropped the thing, the inside of it, y'all, and it cracked. Crack! That wasn't my fault. But anyway, that happened today. That had happened. And I guess that had the note was went to my little doctor's appointment thing. It was fine. You know, I had to side eye my physician real quick. But other than that, it was fine. You've been talking to me crazy for 4 years, man. Where is Brittany? Ooh, she actually is here. She actually is here. She sure the hell is. She actually is here. As a matter of fact, she actually is here. Brandon! Brandon! Hold on, J True. Hold on. Here she come. But yes, anyway. Sometimes things get away from J Truth. But J Truth was calling for you. I said, Brady actually here today. She said, you've been talking to me crazy for 4 years, ma'am. Where's Brady to take up for me? She said, hey, Brady. I've been in there chilling till I'm chilling with the fam. She said, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, J Truth. I was telling her my experience about my hand taking over control and making me buy. But she didn't buy me one, though. No, damn, no, I wasn't going to buy you one. I don't think my hand was thinking about you. I think it was just thinking about me. My hand ain't gonna think about you either no more. Okay, anyway. Okay. Y'all heard it. But yeah, that's what was going. Let me get off here. But anyway, I really just came on here to share. Oh, they're doing good. The boys are doing fine. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And the girls are too. Everybody doing okay, Drew. They as long as they acting like they out of their mind, I know they okay. When they get quiet, there's something going on. But as long as they loud and boisterous, and insane, Yeah, True Black. She don't even hardly I can't even tell you the last time Brenda even been on YouTube. You know what I mean? Everybody say hey, Brenda. He said hey, y'all. I don't even know if she can hear me or not. But I heard her say hey. But anyway, yeah. But everybody doing good though. They coming up on their last week of school or last day of school. I think tomorrow before spring break. And spring break lasts a week around here. I believe I'm getting that right. But anyway, let me get out of here. I love you guys. I hope you got something out of this video. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Please be part of the replay gang if you haven't listened to the beginning of this video. And like I said, this commentary, this video. What did I say? But anyway, this video was brought to you by the letter C today. Probably not the C you thought it was gonna be. Not the C that folk been talking about all day, but the commentary part of it all. You know what I mean? But yeah, they doing just fine, Jay. They just maniacs. So yeah. Good night, Jay. But anyway, I'm gonna get out for y'all. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday tomorrow. Who knows? I could come on and do it. Y'all know when it start getting cooler outside, I'll be in the house more. But right now, I start off real cool in the morning, right? You know how you be getting all your warm clothes on and stuff by the middle of the day. You be peeling them off. So that's what we going through right now. You know, this weather anyway. It could be 45 for the high tomorrow and then 72 the next until it stabilizes a little bit. Good night, Mary. But anyway, that's what we're going through right now. My baby nephew, well, no, he not the baby no more because two more under him. The one that I told y'all be having asthma real bad. He already done has this change of a weather. He's already done went through his change of weather incident. You know, going from really really hot to really really cool and nothing in between, and that triggers his asthma. So he done had that event for the year. Child, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And all that other stuff I got going on. So child, ain't no telling. But y'all know I'll be doing more videos when it's cool outside because I am not used to the cold. I don't like it. I go out when I have to. Now, if I can send somebody for me, I'd ready. Uh Lord, I don't know what this is right here. Let me get it out because that was unfortunate. I don't even know. But yeah. Did y'all see that weird stuff? But anyway, let me get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. I might be on back on tomorrow. Who knows what'll happen? You know, because like I said, when it get the cooler it get, the more time I'll be having. Cause yeah, me and the cold, we the cold we do not we don't we're not copacetic. We do not get along. Okay. Right, Regina? I'm like, huh? Where'd that come from? Child, it's the madness. It's the madness. It's the madness. Okay. Now I would play the rest of my song as an outro for you guys, but we don't have time. I don't have time. And my show is on. Yes. So I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. You guys be safe. Like I said, I could possibly come on here tomorrow. Who knows what's gonna happen, right? But in the meantime, be safe. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace. And thanks for joining me tonight, too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Peace.